When you put the word super in the name of something, you're setting yourself quite a high bar from the off. Let's take a look. Yeah, welcome back. It's got a ukulele review day as ever. This is the summary video review. Have a look at the links below this video. A lot of people don't realise there's links down there. There's lots of links. That'll take you to the website where you'll get a lot more information about this. It'll also take you to the links where you can donate to help keep this channel going. My thank yous running across the bottom of the screen for people who've done that in the last week, because I don't get paid by the brands or stores to do this, so they are critical to keeping this going, and my eternal thanks go out to them. And if you like what you see, why not subscribe to the YouTube channel by hitting the button down there. You know what to do. Okay, yeah, super. Is this instrument going to be super? This is a brand I've featured many times before, going right back to their inception. They're a British band who have their instruments made by a luthier in a very small workshop in Vietnam. The brand is called Noah, and this is brand new. And when I say brand new, I think this was only literally listed on the Noah website today, and this is model number 1. This is the Noah Super Concert, and immediately looking at the looks of it, people who know my reviews will know that this is right up my street. Super Concert. It's actually a tenor, because the scale length here is tenor scale, but this is a concert-sized body, so Super Concert, long neck concert, but it is a tenor. And like all Noah instruments, made in Vietnam from all solid tone woods by a luthier, handmade, not factory production, and this one is all solid mahogany. My favourite wood for ukuleles, and this is really nice mahogany. I don't know what variety of mahogany it is, but the grain is kind of wavy and wide, really nicely book matched. 2 pieces on the top, back and sides. I really like the look of this. It's a sandy orangey coloured brown with a bit of a hint of orange to it. I think this is quarter sawn, because in my light I'm seeing 2 different colours to the 2 pieces here, which I don't think I can quite show you on this camera. No, I can't. You're going to have to trust me on that one. Really nice looking wood. Very, very attractive. Understated, but attractive. The bridge is the usual for Noah now pin bridge, made out of the Vietnamese hardwood that I am not going to pronounce, but you'll see the name of that in the written review. It's very, very tidy, Taylor-esque, fitted with a straight-topped bone saddle. The decoration is really sympathetic to the wood. I know a lot of Noahs have abalone on them, and Matt tells me that they sell really well. I'm not a fan. He knows I'm not a fan of that. But this is much more understated. We've got a dark hardwood strip around the top and back for the binding, plus a tail strip, and that's complemented with black and white purfling strips, top and back, and this herringbone chevron wooden inlay on the sound hole rosette as well. Like a lot of Noah instruments, because it's handmade, there's tiny little flaws in it here and there. I have to mention them. Matt knows I'm going to mention them. Never seen a Noah that doesn't have them, but it does remind you that they're not made on a production line by a robot or in a factory. They're made by one guy by hand, and largely by eye, I suspect. Finished in a gloss, which is really nicely done. No bare patches or much pooling, although I think it does need to be polished out a little bit more around some of the crevices, but I'm nitpicking. Inside, notch linings, thin braces, pretty tidy. The neck, real favourite of mine. This is maple. It's a sandy coloured maple, and it's only in 2 pieces. We've got a joint at the heel, no joint at the headstock, so it just goes up to one single piece. I love the grain in this. The thing I like about maple is how smooth it is. Thankfully, they've not coated this one in gloss like the body. This is a satin coat, allowing the smoothness of the glassy maple to do its thing. This is really comfortable. Tapers down to a not overly rounded profile, slightly, but a really comfortable, I haven't got the measurements in front of me. I think it's 37 and 30 G2A. Check on the website. More of that Vietnamese hardwood on the fingerboard. It's in really good condition, very well oiled and nice and smooth. 18 frets with 14 to the body. They are not sharp, and there's no fret sprout because the edges are bound, but I still think they need to be dressed off a little bit on the curves, because I can feel them. They're not sharp, I stress that, but I can feel them. They need a little bit more dressing. Position dots face out at 3, why 3? 3, 5, 7, 10, double 12th, 1 at the 15th, side dots on the side as well, and a bit like the finishing around the binding, 1 or 2 a little bit scruffy, as you can see. Again, handmade, but they're scruffy all the same. No biggie, really. Beyond the bone nut, love this skinny headstock, faced in more mahogany, no logo in pearl at the top, and it looks even more skinny because it doesn't have ears. Because now, whether Matt fitted these to get my tick in the box, but it does give me a tick in the box. These are rear-facing friction pegs. They are unbranded, but they look to me very, very similar to Goto friction pegs. Which are good quality. It means they have lots of extra parts and washers inside this collar, which means they move really smoothly. If you're not a fan of friction pegs, they'll be easy to change for gears, and in fact I suspect Matt could spec that for you if that's what you wanted. But that's a real tick in the box for me. Comes with a strap button, a coil of strings, padded gig bag, and the street price, or the only price from Matt, because he's the only one you get them from, is $239, including shipping in the UK. That's, like all Noahs, that's a very good price. This is all solid wood made by hand, so it's basically a luthier instrument for 239 quid, and he will ship internationally. You just need to get in contact with him direct rather than do it through the website, because he needs to get a quote, but he can ship internationally. 239 with shipping in the UK, good price. I really like the look of this. I think this is classic, classic look. Okay, one or two little finishing issues, but they're really minor. It's not heavy, 570 grams, balances perfectly. I love the feel of this neck, really, really nice. And then I started to have a play of it, and I thought, do you know what? Because it feels like a tenor, and it does, because it feels like a tenor here, I think it was sort of messing with my brain with what to expect. Let's just get it up to tune first. All friction pegs, not actually that difficult, these ones. Volume is good, but not at the park. Sustain is very nice. But you see, my brain was ticking over going, I kind of expected it to have a bigger voice than that. But it's a concert body, and that's the thing, you see. So you're sort of tricked into thinking, well, this is a tenor, but it's not a tenor. Well, it is a tenor scale, but it's a little concert body. So, but it's perfectly passable. And the same thing with the tone. Because if you're expecting sort of very resonant tones, it's not. It sounds like a concert. Jangly, peppy, almost sounds like a very good soprano. Those really, really good high-end mahogany sopranos. I love this neck. Messes with your head. I love the sound of it. I love the sound of it, but you're kind of expecting it to sound like a tenor, but it doesn't. It sounds like a really, which is what it is. It sounds like a very, 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 very good quality concert. Very jangly, very peppy, very zingy, and not what you'd expect from mahogany. None of these things are criticisms, because in answer to the opening, do I think this is super? I do think this is super. I think it's an absolutely super instrument. It's lovely to play. It's got a really, really pretty bell-like tone that will improve as it opens up even further. Yeah, just what I like about Noah is he's got something for everybody, really. I mean, he covers all the scales, but he's got supers as well, and he's got things like 6 strings, and he's got things, I think he's got 6 strings or an 8 string, or I can't quite remember. He's got a guitar lele as well. So he's really sort of, you know, if you want a concert, he's got concerts. If you want a tenor, he's got tenors. If you want a concert with a tenor neck, he's got this one. The looks, for me, really sort of won me over to start with, because that's just kind of right up my street as a classy, very attractive little instrument. Reminds me of the Eastman solid wood tenor, very much so in tone as well, even though this is the concert body and that has a bigger body, but kind of the same thing, bit more subdued, very peppy, very jangly, bright. I'm rambling. Why do I ramble? I ramble when I really do like things. This ticks an awful lot of boxes, gets a very good score. Once again, a really nice instrument from Noah. The brand new Noah Super Concert. Actually a tenor. Super Concert, all solid mahogany. Rather a nice one, this one. Well done, Matt. I'm very appreciative of the loan of number 1. Can I show you that? Probably not. It is. It's number 1 in there. Yay. There we are. Right, okay. That was fun. Really enjoyed looking at that, Matt. I am back next week. Really busy now with reviews. I've got loads to get caught up on. Thanks very much for watching and your ongoing support. I will see you all very soon. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.